Welcome back to Tac Tac Toys with Film, and here's another episode of Flicks and Figs. We've got plenty to cover in this episode. Here you can see Spero Toys Bushido, a new line by Spero Toys to do Animal Warriors of the Kingdom. So no doubt these would be excellent action figures. It's got quite a samurai look to them, as you can see here. Plenty to talk about. As well as that, we've got an alternate sort of skin of Ryu from Polmart, available on Polmart as a Polmart exclusive. So this is one of the sort of player select versions of Ryu. Only recently shown, Polmart's a store in the US, but plenty more to talk about. So welcome back to Tac Tac Toys with Film, your home of 6-inch movie-based action figures, G.I. Joe Classified, Valerse Action Force, Operation Monster Force, and a hell of a lot more. So let's get into it. So here is, Ryu from Jada Toys in his sort of one of his sort of alternate costumes, a Polmart exclusive. As I say, welcome back to Tac Tac Toys with Film. Yakety yak, here's Tac Tac. This video is not for kids. So let's get on into it. So yeah, Spero Toys have shown off their Bushido, sort of teaser of a Bushido figure. It's a new range they've got coming, of a new range of action figures, obviously based on samurai kind of lore. As I said, they've done Animal Warriors of the Kingdom, which are excellent figures. I'm waiting on my Kickstarter ones to arrive. But yeah, Spero Toys has been really good, gave them really good customer service. So, and feedback to me. So this is a new line. So if you like samurais, if you collect things like Whoosh's Ninja Scroll or anything like that, or articulated icons from Whoosh, or anything along these lines, these will make some great sort of action figures to go alongside that. Lovely colour scheme on this samurai here. Kind of reminds me of The Last Samurai with Tom Cruise, that film. So yeah, you can sort of do a bit of world building of your kind of samurai lore, and then yeah, here's some sort of grayscale or kind of like what's the right word, test print or test shot or kind of sort of factory samples of the figures. And here we've got Jean-Claude Van Damme, Diamond Select Kickboxer. You know your judo well. So this is Diamond Select Kickboxer here, or Bloodsport, one of the two, probably Bloodsport actually. But yeah, more pics of this upcoming JCVD. So have him soon in hand. And yeah, on a sort of martial arts or Eastern theme, we've got Furet Yin Yang Pandas. Now these do look excellent. These will be 1/12 scale. And if you like the sort of anthropomorphic animals, then yeah, you'll get plenty more to choose from here in the range. They've had quite a few out already. I think the Croc, which had a Big Bad Toy Store exclusive, and then you've got all these ones here. So these look excellent. Yeah, I mean, if you like, as I say, if you like animals, if you like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or anything like that, and you want some world building, or even better, Usagi Yojimbo, this will kind of be right up that street. If you've got a NECA Usagi Yojimbo figure, obviously the aesthetics will be slightly different, but you can really world build. To be honest, you can really world build with just the Fury Toys and Fury Planet and all these kind of different third-party kind of companies. You can simply world build with all of those because there's so many great figures they're making. Yes, they are probably a bit expensive. I mean, these could probably be around the $80, £80 mark each. They'll probably be available in places like 5K Toys and maybe VC Toys Box, places like that. But yeah, I mean, they are great looking action figures, and even these photos here really do them some justice. So again, if you're looking to move in sort of away from the bigger companies, like say Hasbro, Mattel, these kind of things, and move into more third party, or you want some more third party for your shelf, then these are some great options. And yeah, but moving back to an up and coming company, Jada Toys with their Street Fighter line. Obviously, we've got a couple of the figures now. Ryu, Fei Long. I'm still waiting on my Chun-Li. You've probably got yours in hand. She's probably the best figure so far. But here's a kind of alternate costume for Ryu, and it's a Polmart exclusive, which sounds like Walmart, but yeah, it's some kind of store in the US. So this is an exclusive in this sort of grey costume. We're no doubt going to see repaints of these characters galore, because that's what Street Fighter 2 is all about, sort of character select costumes. And if you're enjoying this video, don't forget to smash the like button. Feel free to comment and subscribe and let me know anything you might be pre-ordering or picking up. And moving into a slightly different field. Here we've got the Operation Monster Force, some test shots of Operation Monster Force figures. They look like candles almost, don't they? Like made of wax or something, but these look absolutely great. I definitely want to pick some of these up when they come out. Here's the Vampire Soldiers, and here's Declan Van Helsing in the sort of test shots. You can tell that Big Fresh Monkey Fiction are really putting a lot of love and care into these. They're really making sure that, you know, they can get the best products out to us by the looks of things. I think the next step is to actually get the products in hand. You know, some YouTubers probably, you know, hint, some YouTubers could do with reviewing these. If you're watching this Fresh Monkey Fiction, I'm available, but yeah, I could do with some reviews. There's Dracula, just to kind of see what these figures are like in hand. I mean, they look excellent. They look like they've got, say, Classified or Valerse style, you know, kind of articulation. Obviously, the Wave 1 is quite sort of First World War looking themed, but the sort of later waves do have a more sort of modern military look. So there's something for everyone here. I love these. I'm planning to stick these in with my Classified and Valerse figures. I think the more military 1/12 scale lines we can get, the better. You know, are done really quality and well, and these do look like they're taking their time with these to try and give us the best products they can. Hopefully that's the case, you know, so no doubt we'll see when they come around. Initially they were sort of scheduled for release in the final quarter of Q3, so that would be around now, but they've moved back to 2024. But you know, if that means they're going to improve the products, then I'm all for it. And talking of Valerse, we mentioned before, here's the cup holders, and the cups in fact will come with the Vanguard, and I believe this might be the driver that comes with the actual vehicle, I think, as far as I'm aware. But obviously we've got the Vanguard coming up soon for pre-order, so there you go. So there's some Valerse sort of test shots, and in fact there's the cups in the Vanguard and it will have cup holders. So I think this is a Colonel Siege, actually. This one in particular is Colonel's few test shots here. This is Colonel Siege, the commander of Action Force. The sort of, you know, not Condor's the battlefield commander. This is, I think, Budo. They've changed his name now. I think he's Budo or Bushido. So again, a sort of samurai type soldier. Again, quite cool. Another cool character. You know, sort of somewhere between a ninja and samurai with a modern look. So again, Action Force really filling out the sort of those sort of cool kind of aesthetics and sort of, you know, types have on in your collection. And here's Ramen Toys with its 1/12 scale bridge layer, and again this is going to be a modular type tank, probably going to be massive, but we're really, that's the Wolverine version, so you've got Cover Girl from Classified, she'd go alongside with this, but we're really, you know, filling out our vehicles in 1/12 scale. And talking of Classified, here's a reveal of the 60th anniversary soldier in his packaging. So he comes with a cloth goods poncho. He's no doubt going to be going up for pre-order quite soon at the time of this video. And talking of Classified, again, we've had leaks from AliExpress of Big Boa in package, so believe this is sort of, you know, authentic. Don't know if it's authentic or not, but here's Quick Kick and the Techno Viper, and yeah, Big Boa, and also Airborne, and they're all available, I think, for pre-order. Yeah, for pre-order. It says pre-order on AliExpress. So that probably means we're going to get a G.I. Joe live stream at the end, sometime in December. And in fact, even the Hiss Tank and the Dragonfly are up there. So if you did miss either of those first time round on AliExpress, you can get them for a slightly elevated price. I did miss the Dragonfly myself, but it's probably something I'll be picking up. And sticking with a 1/12 military theme, I guess. I know we talked about Street Fighter earlier. We're back to Street Fighter here with Guile from SH Figarts. So Jada Toys will be doing Guile in sort of, yeah, in their 6-inch Street Fighter line. But if you want sort of a more high-end version, although to be perfectly honest with you, Jada Toys, you know, are as good as the imports with the quality of sort of articulation they've got. But you know, this is a slightly different version. If you're collecting the SH Figarts line of Street Fighter, here's another one you can pick up, and he does look really good. Both have their merits. Both Jada Toys and this one have their merits. I mean, that's a cool looking sonic boom effect there with Guile, and he's obviously doing these, is it called Cyclone Kick? Well, the upside down kick anyway. But yeah, obviously Storm Collectibles did do a Guile and did do sort of Street Fighter figures. Those were anything but 1/12 scale. I mean, they were massive. They're absolutely massive. So they were good figures, but just ridiculously large. I mean, Storm Collectibles, I think, has lost their measuring tape because their versions of 1/12 scale are generous, to say the least. But yeah, This one looks pretty decent, but you're going to be spoiled for choice. You can either go with Jada or SHF here. And again, if you're enjoying this video, don't forget to smash the like button. Let me know if there's anything you're going to pre-order or if there's anything you like you've seen so far. And don't forget to comment and subscribe. And moving over to outer space, we've got Rebel Moon here, SH Figarts Rebel Moons. This is an upcoming film by Zack Snyder, which is going to be on Netflix. It's kind of meant to be tipped as Zack Snyder's version of Star Wars. So we'll be, be curious to see what that's like. I believe there's NECA versions or Diamond Select versions of these figures coming. I think Diamond Select, but here's the SHF versions, and they do look really good actually. Yeah, that character and that female character in particular looks really good. And talking of Star Wars, we've got SHS reveal of an Imperial Commando. This does look really good, whether we get him or not, because sometimes these SHF reveals, they don't always materialise, which would be a bit of a shame. And again, sticking with Star Wars, going to Black Series, we've got a Trooper 2-pack here. So these are sort of the Ahsoka Troopers, and I think the 501st Legion as well, I believe. And you've got the Phase 1 Clone Trooper helmet there, and obviously the Phase 2 as well if you do want to swap them out. So you can build out your armies, your Black Series armies a bit further, a bit more, which is good. And again, if you're enjoying this video, just don't forget to smash that like button. Feel free to comment with any of your thoughts down below, and feel free to subscribe. And talking, we saw Rocket Commandos with Star Wars earlier with SH Figarts, and now we go to the Rocket Man from Loose Collector. Now, I don't exactly know what this is, to be honest. I think it's something to do with the Rocketeer, maybe, or not. Maybe it's not. I believe initially I thought it was to do with the Rocketeer, where there's that image of all the rocket men, the Nazis, the Axis powers getting hold of the technology and how they create their own rocket men. Well, you're going to see that coming up in a minute, or the image that reminds me of that, I should say. But I don't think that's this. I think this is something different. So yeah, so let me know in the comments if you know any more about Rocket Man. Should have really done my research before this. And sticking with Loose Collector, we've got American Flag. Now this is one I do know a little bit more about. So it's kind of set in a future society, and this main character, American Flag, is sort of I guess you'd say post-apocalyptic, but kind of post-apocalyptic style America, and he's kind of, a symbol of kind of camp crusading for, his beliefs and what kind of thing, ideals. But yeah, I mean, he does look a bit fascist-like there in his sort of outfit, but presumably he's just part of the military look. But the good thing is Loose Collector is going to give us, with Grendel as well, which is coming up in a minute, a lot of these kind of iconic heroes, comic characters. We might see Mage in this line. That was another one of Wizard's favourite. Mage, here's Grendel. Grendel always used to appear in Wizard magazine in the 90s. And Mage was another character who had like a white lightning bolt and a baseball bat. I think David Display's Model Behaviour mentioned that himself. But yeah, I mean, there's so many characters, from that era. I mean, obviously, Loose Collector's already doing Lady Death. And we're going to get She soon. Evil Ernie, that's another one that I remember from the 90s. Danger Girl. I'd really like to see Loose Collector tackle Danger Girl, actually. See what you can do. Savage Dragon, that'd be another great one. I mean, that is obviously an Image property, but that's a 90s kind of character. I mean, Todd McFarlane's given us Spawn figures. Savage Dragon in 6-inch form would be absolutely great. I remember there was Judge Dredd. Obviously, we've got a few Judge Dredds from Higher Toys and Mezco, but Judge Dredd is another one that maybe Loose Collector could try and attempt, or fill out a few Judge Dredd sort of characters. Slain, which was like a kind of Conan the Barbarian style character. So the Pit, I don't know if you remember that character, really massive character. Brian O'Brien and Monkey Man, that's another pair. But anyway, Loose Collector's got plenty to play within his playground. And again, feel free to smash the like button, comment and subscribe. And Bandai Anime Heroes are giving us a Chainsaw Man as a cheaper alternative to kind of the SHF versions and the kind of more sort of high-end versions. Obviously, we're getting those from kind of the more sort of companies that do anime conversions like SHF and Mafex and all these kind of companies. But here's one that was sort of a more reasonable price point. Yes, it's not going to have the exact same sort of articulation that the sort of more high-end ones are going to have, but it's still a great alternative if you are on a budget or you kind of want to get a Chainsaw Man representation on your shelf. Chainsaw Man being a character that's kind of a demon, a guy that's possessed by a demon and hunts other demons. It's quite good. And talking of monsters and that kind of thing, there's Count Vegetarian. Forget what company it's coming from, but it's a 1/12 scale Count Vegetarian. So it's basically Count Duckula. It looks pretty fun. Count Duckula, one of those 80s kind of cartoons, and Danger Mouse being another one. That would be good, actually, some 1/12 scale Danger Mouse figures. But yeah, here's Count Vegetarian, I should say, not Count Duckula, in 1/12 scale. I mean, Nanny would be good. I forget some of the other characters. Nanny is the one that sticks in my head in particular. If you remember any of the characters' names in the comments below, let me know. But yeah, don't know when this will be coming. Again, it'll probably be on 5K Toys. It'll probably be on VC Toys box when pre-order goes up, and obviously as well when it does come into stock. Yeah, I mean, it does look quite big. I mean, it doesn't, so I don't know, just on first impressions, it looks like a sort of bigger figure, but it does say it's 1/12 scale, so presumably he's going to be, what, I guess 3 inches tall or something like that to fit in with other 6-inch action figures, I'm guessing. But yeah, a fun bit of 80s kind of cartoon. Yeah, cartoon fun just to enjoy. So if you remember sort of watching CITV, I think it was here in the UK, and Count Duckula, if you're in America or Canada, you may have no idea what this is, but it was like a kind of 80s cartoon that was really fun to watch. So maybe look it up on YouTube, put Count Duckula into YouTube and you'll be able to see it. But sticking with cartoons, there's a, well, it's Pinocchio. I don't know what the sort of official term, or is it Pinocchio? I should say maybe not Pinocchio, but there's from Dassin Toys, I believe. Wooden boy, let's call it a wooden boy, just to avoid you know, any legal troubles. It's wooden boy, 1/12 scale. So you know, if he wants to be a real boy, here he is kind of enjoying it. It comes with all sorts of accessories actually. It comes with donkey ears and yeah, a growing nose, which is great. So you can, if you want to, you can use wooden boy to reenact any Pinocchio type scenes on your shelves, or maybe in toy photography. You know, a Geppetto figure, just even comes with Jiminy Cricket, just noticing there. A Geppetto figure would be quite good. But yeah, again, another nice Disney representation on your shelf, if that's what you want. You could, you know, you can stick him alongside your Star Wars Black Series, your Marvel Legends, to really sort of, you know, create that Disney atmosphere in your collection. But yeah, these third-party figures, they can be fun, can't they? They can really kind of flesh out what we wouldn't get from official companies. There's the donkey ears. I mean, this kind of leads you to think there could be all sorts of things, open the door to all sorts of things. Dumbo, I mean, we're getting Robin Hood from Super 7 Ultimates, but yeah, any of these kind of things, you know, could come up from these third parties. Anyway, if you are enjoying what you're seeing so far, don't be shy and feel free to let me know in the comments below. And this is a bit of an unusual one. Usually NECA do these in cloth good and 8-inch scale, but in 7-inch scale and Ultimates we're getting Bon Jovi here. So it's an interesting figure. It's a bit different for NECA in terms of in the Ultimate scale. They're going with their music rock stars and or pop stars, you could say. Who knows what else we might get? You know, Ozzy Osbourne, Alice Cooper. That's more rock based, I guess. But you know, Nickelback. But you know, we could get anything like Elton John, for example. An Elton John figure would be quite fun in sort of Ultimate scale with a piano. But I mean, yeah, it's something different, isn't it? I don't know what you think of the likeness. Likeness is sort of okay. I mean, I'm guessing it sort of looks... Red Hot Chili Peppers, that would be quite a decent one. I mean, I know Todd McFarlane used to do quite a lot of these, you know, music-based figures in the 90s with Kiss and stuff like that in part of his line. But yeah, no, it's a good choice from NECA, I think. It's nice to see them do something like this. Hopefully it will sell well. Hopefully John Bon Jovi fans, or even just fans of action figures, will pick it up and kind of, you know, lavish it, like eat it up. But yeah, it'd be an interesting to see how well this one does. I know Jay from Jay's Toy Collection is quite interested in this one. And yeah, let me know what your thoughts of Bon Jovi music are in the comments down below. And if for something completely different, if you want to check out my G.I. Joe Mezco Roadblock review, that's on the link in the comments below. And again, you can also check out my Agent Helix, G.I. Joe Classified Agent Helix review. And again, that's in the comments below. And I've accidentally put the intro link in the video there, so let's just go with it. There's my intro again. And here's Mafek's Riddler. So yeah, it looks very, you know, cartoony. I don't know if this is a Hush Riddler or not, but we'll go with probably your Hush figures, although it may not be the Hush related. But yeah, you know, all your sort of Mafek's Batman, little comic style Batman goes great with. Very animated looking face there, but Edward Nygma, but yeah, a decent looking Riddler for your collection. Nice colours, the colours really pop. Obviously I've adjusted the colours slightly on the pictures, you know, thanks to Toy Ark and Toy News International and Mephisto.co.uk, all these kind of websites where I'm able to get my pictures from. And here, so sticking with DC, here's a classic looking Superman coming from McFarlane Toys. with a really good head sculpt. So McFarlane have given us some great fun figures recently. Captain Carrot's up available for pre-order, and this Superman looks pretty decent, and a good looking Wonder Woman. And again, if there's any sort of DC figures you like the look of, let me know. Mafex or McFarlane, let me know in the comments below. And here is something that I found, which no idea what it is in terms of if it's 1/12 scale or not. Presumably it is. It's called AXY Toys 12 Bones. So it looks like, the first one looks like a horroristic version of Mickey Mouse, and they're sort of just, well, I don't know what they are really. They're kind of, there's a skull version. They're kind of like art toys. I guess they're like articulated art toys, I suppose, the best way to describe them. You can build up your own storytelling if you do get them for toy photography or on your shelf. Presumably they're 1/12 scale. Don't really know too much. They do look like they could be 1/12 scale, so no doubt we're going to see more of these. Maybe they're going to pop up on sites like In Demand Toys, possibly. No doubt VC Toy Box and 5K Toys. So we'll probably see them, you know, see more about them, and they presume they're 1/12 scale, as I say, but we'll no doubt find more in the near future. And for great places to pre-order action figures, you can of course check out Kapow Toys. Feel free to check out Comics and Cocktails, and links for all these UK independent retailers are in the comments below. You can of course check out Star Action Figures, and feel free to check out Props and Replicas, and of course check out Gobsmack Comics, and you can check out the whole shebang as well. And as I mentioned, links for all these excellent UK independent retailers are in the comments below. And switching from UK independent retailers, you can check out Valerse.com for all your Action Force needs with international shipping. Check out all the cool stuff back to the UK, and you can also check out what else can you check out? I'm just waiting for it to turn up. Yeah, check out all the cool stuff, like I say. Yeah, feel free to check out any of those independent retailers. And moving over to Warhammer, McFarlane Toys, they're back with Warhammer. They've got a Chaos Space Marine, a Terminator Marine, and I think a Space Wolf they're called. You've got the artist-proof versions and the original versions. These look fun. I collected the Chaos Space Marines myself, so let me know if you'll be picking any of these up. And for all the latest film and TV reviews, check out Film and TV Review. And Mezco 1/12 have given us Bartholomew Hex. Now, presumably Bartholomew Hex is based on some kind of literary character or something like that. I presume, show my ignorance there, but yeah, another fun sort of Rumble Society, I guess, or something like that. But with a fun type of figure, plenty of accessories, plenty of kind of, you know, options for toy photography. Got us to give it to Mezco 1/12. They do give you plenty of options for your toy photography, and so yeah, something you can take loads of pictures if you do decide to pick it up. And for all the latest Marvel Legends news, reviews and live streams, check out Dan Who Reviews. Legends and Liquor, of course, every 2 Sundays. Turtles and Tea with Dan and Tanner, and Joe's and Juice with Tom, Mini Plastic Multiverse, Dan and myself. Dan's got an interview with Emily coming up from the G.I. Joe Classified team, and we'll be talking our top 10 G.I. Joes of the G.I. Joe Classified figures of the year, so stay tuned for that. And for action figure reviews in the UK and a live stream on a weekly basis, check out Jay's Toy Collection UK, and I'll put a link to his latest videos in the comments below. You can of course check out AC Toy Design, and yeah, he does loads of custom action figures, and I'll put a link to his YouTube in the comments below. Feel free to check out Miguel and the Wolfpack Toy Review and all his toy hunts stateside. And again, I'll put a link to this YouTube channel in the comments below. Links to all these YouTube channels in the comments below. And you can in fact check out Dante and the Infinity Equation. Feel free to check out Action Figure Reviews in Ireland with Brian's Action Figure Reviews. Check out Agent Z-Man. And of course, you can check out Big Will, Pictures and Plastic. And for all the latest pop music covers and sort of, yeah, original songs of his own design, you can check out Elston Official Music. And feel free to check out all things Mythic Legions, Cosmic Legions and more with Trevor, the 1/6 shooter. And at the time of this video, there's a Figma Obscura figure going up for pre-order. Probably when you see this video, it may even be revealed fully. It's probably something to do with Scrooge, I think. And for all the latest toy photography tips and tricks, check out Photo Dave and Toy Pics. And you can of course check out Cypher Sigma for film reviews and also toy pickups. And feel free to check out Why So Serious Toys. And also you can check out the 3POA podcast. So those are some links for some great YouTube channels you can in fact check out. And we've got some McFarlane Toys leaks, both DC Multiverse and Spawn. We've got Superman, Aquaman, Batman, Green Lantern, Kilowog, Spawn, and it's a Spawn anniversary next year, so we've got Spawn and Todd McFarlane 2-pack, Commando Spawn, God knows, and probably everything else that Todd McFarlane can sort of bring to the table. I believe his Medieval Spawn Kickstarter will be occurring at some point in 2024, but I'm very interested to see what Commando Spawn will be like. I did pick up the first one. I will mind another one for my shelf, and yeah, I mean, you know, I do like, there's certain DC multiverse figures I will pick up, like maybe Captain Carrot at some point. But let me know your thoughts overall of the video overall. Thanks for watching. You make these videos possible. As I say, I couldn't do it without your support. And one last thing before we go, let's have a look at Mafek's Aquaman from the second Aquaman movie. Looking pretty decent in a sort of Arthur Curry here, in a kind of traditional costume. Some nice photography shots. And until next time, just make sure you enjoy those flicks and figs.